Thank you for joining me, David. We're here talking about resilience, and that's really around businesses and change. So can you tell me sort of one defining moment in your career, if you could pick one out, where you've been through a change, either in business or personally, and if that sort of maybe was a success or a failure in the end?
Yeah, happy to. So in my role in the Insight team at Rathbones, we are constantly doing projects whereby we're interested in hearing from our clients. We value their feedback, and we are sensitive to ensuring we are delivering the right experience to them. Quite soon after I joined Rathbones, doing our annual client satisfaction survey, we essentially had a problem, call it a tech problem, but we, in trying to ensure we were getting to male, female, joint account entities, we essentially broke the link to our survey and caused all sorts of sort of chaos for our clients because it was a unique link and essentially our systems weren't set up for it. So, there I am minding my own business Tuesday afternoon, heading home from work, and all of a sudden I'm starting getting these emails from clients and from colleagues expressing a bit of frustration that in being asked for feedback, they couldn't actually give feedback. So the irony wasn't lost on me. Here we are asking for client feedback on the experience of Rathbones, and the experience of giving that feedback was a poor one. But we quickly dealt with that. We went back out to all of our clients with a new survey, a new link, and I personally went to each individual impacted to, express my sort of apologies, get them back on track, and try to resolve the issue as quick as possible. So we learned a lot through that. We learned a lot in terms of some of our challenges, in terms of systems and ways of working. And roll on 12 months, we got twice as much response rate, and we had much better feedback from our clients, and we had much better feedback from IMs as well. And I think as an experience, that ability to learn and iterate and improve, I think is really critical. Since then, we've now moved to a new platform, new technology provider through Medallia, and we have had no issues, no complaints.
I think it's quite normal, actually, in the line of work that we do, and when we're interacting with clients, to take things quite personally when it doesn't go right, or you get clients emailing you or calling you. I know when you're dealing with investment side, you take returns very personally a lot of the time, but it's just trying to get over that is quite important. And then if you could offer, I suppose, a bit of personal advice for anyone who's going through a change, what do you think that would be?
So, yeah, 100% agree. You do take it a little bit more personally. And in my role, being passionate about the client experience, being sensitive to our clients is absolutely critical. So you work with empathy, and you always try to do the right thing for our clients because they're so valuable to us. So, yeah, absolutely, you do take it sort of personally, but sometimes these things happen. So in terms of that, I suppose, advice or my own sort of perspective, I think, setbacks can sort of fuel that comeback. And when you think about recent examples such as the Lionesses with their heroic performances in the football and the Euros, it helps you to sometimes think about the attitude, think about that resiliency, think about showing that character to see it through. And I think, they quote, for 5 minutes, the Lionesses were, leading in their knockout games. But through penalties, through that determination, that team spirit, they got there. So for me, I think resiliency is about setting that course where you're trying to get to, that you're doing the right thing. That it's important that we are engaging with our clients and we are seeking feedback from our clients. We just need to sometimes think about how do we maybe do smaller scale pilots? How do we do, build more sort of controls in, but also how do we make sure we are, taking the client and the IMs on that journey as well?
Absolutely. And it's very easy to sort of sit down and despair to some extent, but I personally feel the best way is sort of sit down, you can have a 5-minute think about how terrible this is, and then just get to work. That's how I would take it anyway. Thank you very much, Dave.
Okay, thank you.